All right, what's up, everybody? We are back again. Today we're going to do an ESPN draft. Instead of the CPU picks that we get on Sleeper that make them go by quicker, thought we'd do the real thing here and get some real people. That way we can get a good gauge to see when people are reaching, who people are laying off of, all that good stuff. All right, so we have about 2:45 left. Just want to bring up something I saw the other day. Let me pull this up. So there was injury news yesterday about Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Okay. The news that I saw, trying to find that tweet that I found in particular. Because the tweet that I saw said that Ken Walker's groin injury isn't as severe as Zach Charbonnet's injury. Now, I can't find the tweet right now, so maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But that is what I saw earlier today, was that Ken Walker is definitely going to be available, and Zach Charbonnet is struggling a little bit. So just got to keep that in mind. Let's get Twitter in real quick. Quality content, me logging into Twitter. Let's see here. Get that Zach Charbonnet tweet up, because I feel like that's important. Of course, it's the wrong password. Oh yeah, it's not Twitter anymore either. And it still says search Twitter, and like you go on people's page and it says it still says tweets. So who the hell knows what's going on over there? That's why you gotta get on the Threads train. You gotta get on Threads. That's where all the cool people are. Yeah, so here we go. See, this guy's like a trained doctor, and he's saying the real concern is Zach Charbonnet, likely fine, but worth monitoring. Ken Walker. Trying to find more. Consider week to week. Here we go. More. Consider week to week with a groin injury, and rookie Zach Charbonnet missing time due to discomfort in his shoulder. Yeah, to me, shoulder discomfort sounds worse than a sounds better than a groin injury. So that's kind of confusing, but whenever you look into it more, it seems to be the case. We'll just click on this article. Affirmative, yes, it's because of groin. We got to make sure he doesn't want to. Walker. Yeah, see, so okay. Carroll talking about, yeah, we got to make sure he doesn't feel bad. It's not a terrible injury or anything like that. We just don't want to aggravate it now and make it something that lingers up through camp. So that's what he said about Walker. Then here's what he says about Charbonnet. We'll take some time to figure it out. It just kind of crept up on him, really. He didn't get hit or anything like that. Just all of a sudden he started to feel something, so we're checking him out and being really cautious. So, I've been saying over and over again, Pete Carroll does not like to play rookie running backs until he has to. Last year, they started playing Walker after Rashad Penny got hurt. And you go back a little earlier on, Chris Carson played as a rookie, but that was only when Eddie Lacy got hurt. So, you're already in a situation where Pete Carroll doesn't want to play a rookie if he doesn't have to. And now the rookie is facing more serious injury trouble than the starter. So it's like, okay, people are going to be down on Ken Walker because of the injury news in general. But when you do a little more digging, it's actually positive, because the guy that a lot of people come back with saying that is going to get a lot of the touches, Zach Charbonnet, he's missing a lot of the preseason dealing with this shoulder injury when, he's got to get accustomed to his first team in the NFL. Meanwhile, Ken Walker's already been there. He knows what to expect. He's coming off a year where he could have been Rookie of the Year. So I think he's being slept on right now, even more so after that injury news. We got to be all over Ken Walker. Let's see where he's at in here. Bijan's still 7. Oh, my God. Oh, Saquon moved up. Saquon wasn't 9. He was down here before that. It just blows me away that people would take Bijan ahead of Saquon Barkley. That is just wild. Camera went away. There we go. I don't know what happened there. I had a fan going down here, and then I turned that off, and then my video went away. So, who knows? Who knows? All right, so we got pick 4. Right now, Tyreek Hill is probably the target. Actually, Travis Kelce is the target. I'm so used to not getting Kelce. Like, yeah, the pick is absolutely Travis Kelce if he falls to us. The real 101. I don't care what anybody says. You get a top 5 receiver and you get to put him at your tight end spot. You're going to the playoffs if you're paying attention the whole year. Like, that's so valuable. Yes, he's probably not going to score as many points as Justin Jefferson, but when you factor in the value, nobody else can give you that. Because tight end is so bare after him. Or at least there's just a super significant drop-off. All right, we'll take him. We'll take our man. We'll take the love of our lives. Trying to get my chat up here. Alright, so we don't pick again for a while. We got Kelce. So that's good. We don't have to worry about tight end later. It's such a good year to wait on running back, y'all. Last year it didn't really look like that from the outset. Like, my criticism about zero RB strategy is like, yes, you could point to specific guys who were picked in the middle rounds and say, oh yeah, if you just take these guys, you're going to be fine. It's like when people say, oh yeah, you can wait on a running back. You could take them in the 5th round. No, like, you could hit on a running back in the 5th round, or you're banking on a selection that is like inherently has less value. So you're not getting the proper, your chances of hitting on that are lower just by it being a later pick. And I think that's what people get lost in. Like, there's a reason these guys are earlier picks. It's because they're really, really good. And if it was that easy to pick them out, those guys would be 1st round picks. There's a reason they're, in the 5th round. It's because their talent isn't that easy to see. Or, in fantasy, the situation isn't right, or, any number of factors. You're still taking on that risk when you take that player, just like you would at any other position. So, but this year, I feel like, you can wait on a running back and you'll be okay because of all these teams going to a running back by committee. And, if I had that strategy of drafting in the middle rounds last year, maybe I would have done better. Maybe I would have hit, but This year just feels different to me. Like, you can absolutely wait on a running back. You can take receivers early. Everybody's skipping Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, nobody really knows what's going to happen there. Yeah, I'm going to take Diggs. It's weird that Diggs would fall this far. I've been taking him at the end of the first round pretty consistently. This is the end of the second. Yeah, I got Diggs and Kelsey. That's a win. Might take Tony Pollard here if he falls to me. See what other receivers are. St. Brown. I don't think he's going to fall. Devontae Smith. I like Devontae Smith a lot. Jalen Hurts for MVP. Alright, we're next pick. Jalen Waddle. I should Devontae Smith. Not tight end. Got Travis Etienne. Do love Travis Etienne. James Conner's a really good value this year. Should I pick Jalen Waddle? That's what I thought they'd take. Could go Devontae Smith. Go full. You know what? Let's test. Calvin Ridley's down there too. Yeah, let's. Calvin Ridley, Madison, all these guys. God, Ken Walker at 67. What are we doing? Amari Cooper. Number 1 receiver for Deshaun Watson. He played really good with Jacoby Brissett last year. He's going to be a stud. Alright, give me Travis Etienne. He's the love of my life. We get both of my loves. Travis Kelce and Travis Etienne. 2 Travises. Interesting. Very interesting. Hadn't really thought of that until now. I wonder what the psychological reasoning is behind Travis. I don't have any... Yeah, I don't really have any close friends named Travis. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence. Joe Mixon just went right after me. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm just not really feeling these receivers at the top here. I think they're all kind of... Not really feeling the running backs either, honestly. That would have been a good time to take a quarterback. I could have gotten Josh Allen. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. I should have taken Josh Allen and gotten the Diggs stack. That's what I should have done. That was a big miss on my part. There he goes. Yeah, big miss. Big miss on my part. I'll move my little picture over so y'all can see the order on the right here as they get picked. God dang it, I should have taken Allen. Yeah, that's a good time to take a quarterback. Because, you know, after Tony Pollard, the receivers and the running backs are all kind of... They're all kind of in the same, you know, degree of good at football at that point. Like, is there really a huge difference between Ken Walker and Aaron Jones or Jahmyr Gibbs? I don't think so. And there's not really a difference between Olave. Like, I like Amari Cooper. That's probably who I'm going to take next is Amari Cooper. Unless, yeah, let's take a quarterback of the turn. I'm gonna try to get Fields. Maybe I should just reach for a quarterback and get Calvin Ridley. Yeah, let's take Fields and Ridley. That's what I'll do. Yeah, these receivers down here are kind of crappy. Yeah, let's go Fields. We'll go Fields and one of the receivers. It's kind of a reach, but I just think he significantly has more upside. Maybe not as much upside as Deshaun Watson, but I mean, he's got him and Watson have the most upside by far, I think. Maybe not by far, as Trevor Lawrence has legit QB1 upside, I think. I think Joe Burrow sneakily has QB1 upside too. Weird that he'd be sneakily, but I think he does. Yeah. I mean, taking him at 37 when he's ranked 68th, that's tough. Could go running back. I love Dameon Pierce. Nah, let's wait on a running back. Burrow. Fields. Let's take Fields. Screw it. Let's just take our guy. Other people are going to want Fields too. Especially with Lamar off the board. In the top 3. People are going to want Fields. People are scared of Joe Burrow's injury too, which they shouldn't be, but because he's going to be fine. He never plays the preseason. I'm going to take Ken Walker. I'm surprised that he's fallen this much. Yeah, he's hurt, but I don't know. It sounds like bad news for Charbonnet. And that they're optimistic Ken Walker's going to come back. Love Miles Sanders, though. If he falls to us, that's going to be hard to pass. Yeah, it's just... I think there's a pretty decent fall off here after Calvin Ridley. Amari Cooper. Let's go for it. Let's take Cooper. Oops. Camera fell. That's a first. Hold on, I gotta fix it. Live programming. There you go. We're doing it live. Yeah, Ridley's already gone. I swear. We know the people we have to reach for. Calvin Ridley we're going to have to reach for. Justin Fields we're probably going to have to reach for. Yeah, there's going to be some good running backs that follow us. DJ Moore's good. DeAndre Hopkins, of course. Yeah, if Miles Sanders is just going to fall to us. And people are afraid to take Ken Walker too, so we'll probably get Ken on the turn. Take some Miles Sanders and Ken Walker. Sounds good to me. Probably going to make a video about the Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet deal. That seems pretty important to note because all I've been seeing so far are negative reactions. Ooh, Miles Sanders just got picked. Should probably take Ken. Let's take Ken. DJ Moore on the turn? It's probably going to be it. Oh, it sniped him. Michael Pittman. Hollywood Brown. Terry. Can't go wrong with Terry. James Cook. I love James Cook this year. Probably need to go Terry. Yeah, let's go Terry. That's a solid team. This is a really good team. Field, ETN, Walker, Diggs, Cooper, Kelsey, McLaurin. That's a really good starting lineup. Really good. James Cook. I love James Cook this year. He's so underrated. Like, he is a significantly better runner than Damian Harris. Like, Damian Harris is solid. Like, he's ideally, I could see Damian Harris being a starter in a pinch, but he's like a perfect spell back. Especially to James Cook, because, Damian Harris will hit you a little bit. James Cook he's got some wiggle, He'll go around you. So they'll complement each other real well. Nyheim Hines going down, that's, probably means more third down work for James Cook. What's the injury update for him? Made sideline and can participate Monday when Broncos put on the pads for the first time. Doctors reportedly told Williams his recovery from ACL, LCL, and PCL tears could take a year to 18 months, but he avoided the PUP list for the start of training camp last week, less than 10 months after suffering the injury. Although he's been cleared for contact, the running back may still have some limitations in the coming weeks, as the Broncos assess his readiness for the regular season. Williams suggested to reporters last week that it will be up to the team's coaching staff whether he plays in the preseason. Yeah, the player is always going to say, I can play. Michael Pittman would be a really good bench. Yeah. I think James Cook is the responsible choice here. Maybe not responsible because a lot of people have him pretty low, but he's a good running back. He's a really good running back. Yeah, let's take him. Might be able to get Michael Pittman. Michael Thomas would be good. George Pickens. Some decent receivers left. Montgomery. I like Montgomery a lot this year. Robinson. Let's get Michael Thomas. Top 10 in receiver fantasy points per game last year. Per game. He is the Saints' red zone target. I'm going to take Pickens if he falls to us. I have Pickens ahead of Michael Thomas because of the injury issue. Pickens is a really good connection with Kenny Pickett. They were super inconsistent last year, but he seems like the guy to me. Like, I have him ahead of Deontay Johnson. I just think Pickens has a lot more upside. Sometimes I worry, like, Deontay Johnson might be Chris Godwin with a worse quarterback. Which, you know, Chris Godwin's really good, but he's had Tom Brady. Yeah, I'm going to take Pickens. Brian Robinson. We'll get one of those guys at the turn. I don't think DeAndre Swift's going to get as much of the rushing load as a lot of people think. Dr. Scribbles. Is Alexander Madison at round 7 a steal? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. He's really good. Like, his yards per carry kind of stinks. But watch his tape. He's got, and he was really good in college too. We actually played Boise State when he was in college, and he was one of the guys that we played that year. It was like Rashad Penny was an obvious one. Michael Gallup was an obvious one. But to me, Alexander Madison was really good. He was a guy in my head, he's going to be a good NFL player someday. And it seems like they're just ready to hand over the keys to him, too, because, they're putting him in all their promotional stuff. And he's all over their social media account. So, I know that the coaching staff doesn't really have anything to do with the social media account, but kind of says that they're ready to push him to be the guy. And honestly, I think his biggest competition is going to be Dwayne McBride, the 7th round rookie. But to me, Madison's just better. He's got more wiggle than Dwayne McBride. Dwayne McBride will just run you over. But Madison can hit you too, but he can also wiggle around and he's got good vision, and McBride has good vision too, but it's a different speed with them two. Madison is the clear better running back in my opinion. Who did we take 7th round? Can't remember. Is it Ken Walker? Think so. Ken Walker or Terry. Jamal Williams. That, like, I'm telling y'all, Alvin Kamara gets suspended. He might still get the goal line work when he gets back. He led the NFL in rushing touchdowns by a good margin last year. And I think that speaks more to Detroit's line than it says about Jamal Williams, because he had been there and he had been at Green Bay for a while. But he's still a solid running back who can get in the end zone. It feels like the Saints have been looking for that for a while, too. They had Latavius Murray. This might be a souped-up version. And they got Kendre Miller, too. A lot of people like him. I'm going to go Khalil Herbert, though. I think he's going to be the starter for the Bears. Deontay Foreman's too inconsistent for me. I don't think you can really rely on him to be your number one guy. Yeah, probably Jamal Williams, but I don't think he's gonna fall to us. Receivers I like here. Oh, Jamal just got picked. Kadarius Toney. That's really far down for him. I know he's already hurt, but 218. I might just take him now. That's wild. That's really low. We only have 2 bench spots left. I'm going to go Great Dulcich, actually. I really like him this year. Tyler Higbee is also good. I probably... Yeah, you could really go either way. Dulcich or Higbee. I think. Because Dulcich was really impressive last year as a rookie. In a bad situation. Now, presumably, Russell Wilson's going to be better. The team will be more together. He's got a year of experience under his belt. And he was already pretty solid as a rookie, so get him in there. Higbee could be a targets machine, though. What he does with those targets has yet to be seen. Or actually, we saw it last year. Like, it's really good for a tight end for sure, but he didn't always do a whole lot with them. I remember looking at that going like, you know, why isn't Allen Robinson getting those targets? Why, you know? Even Van Jefferson. Allen Robinson's on the Steelers now, right? Yes, Steelers. Okay. A-Chain? Okay, we gotta get A-Chain. That's ridiculous. He should not be that low. He should not be that low. Yeah, we need to get A-Chain. That's crazy. I think I'm gonna have him in my top 100. They have him below Kendre Miller. That's wild. That is absolutely not. They have him below Rashawn Johnson. What are we doing? What are we doing? Kyron Williams is my super deep sleeper. I don't really trust Cam Akers. And there was all that publicity about Kyron Williams going into last year. That's my super sleeper. All right, A-Chain's been picked. All right, let's see what scraps we got left at kicker. We'll go Koo. And then we're going to go Commanders defense because they're playing the Cardinals week 1. I think I've said this every stream, but don't take a high pick on a defense. Just stream your defenses throughout the year. As soon as your top defense plays a good team, they're, instantly very, not spectacular. They could get you negative points. Yeah, let's go Commanders. And that's a team really no one else is taking either. So, I think you take the Commanders at the very end of your draft. No one else is going to want him. That's a solid pick at the end of your draft. I made a who to pick last list last year. Probably need to do one of those again. So I think that got a decent amount of likes. I'm hoping to have the top 100 out tonight. I was working on a top 150, but I might have to put that on a different website because it's not as easy to put on Instagram. My little what's it called, template only has 10 spots for it, so it'd be have to switch everything up to fit in 50 more guys. So I'll probably have to put that on Substack, or I'll figure it out. But yeah, top 100 coming out tonight, most likely. If not tonight, it's coming out tomorrow. And a Ken Walker video is probably on the way also, so look out for that. My Bijan video got people all sorts of fired up. Why are we taking him in the top 10? I do not get it. I don't get it at all. And that clip of him that's going viral, I just want to say a couple things about that clip that's going viral. Okay, that's a solid route, but you have to keep in mind he's going against a linebacker. It's not that juke isn't especially great. The best part about that catch is when he makes it stumbling and he stays on his feet. That just kind of shows that he's elite balance is what Bijan has. Good balance, knows how to get yards. Those are his strengths. He's a good receiver, a really good receiver, but, we can't be acting like he's Calvin Ridley because we want him to be good at defense. Or we want him to be good at fantasy. Yeah. Anyways, that's my